joined by James Jordan, father of Michael. So for all the parents out there, was there one point when you thought that Michael was going to be as great a player as he is?
No, there was no way you could tell. You know, I always thought Michael would play baseball. Of course, he had that year that he grew so much, and it's just been a joy watching him develop into the player that the world can see today.
All right, hopefully we can watch him all the way through the playoffs.
I hope so. If he do, I'll be right there. I'll be his #1 fan all the way through.
All right, thanks, James.
All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope you all are having a good day so far. Okay, so I know it's 3 days in a row, but I got another one. One more really long video that I'm going to split into two that I have been avoiding for at least a month now. And this was requested from the member section. And this one is something I've been wanting to watch, but I was just not smart enough to realize, hey, I should just split this up into two until now. So this one is called Rise of the GOAT, Michael Jordan, and the Bulls full documentary. And this is from a channel called Psych Life. Interesting. 3,000, just over 3,000 subscribers. So you guys, if you want to, the link is down below in the description. If you want to check out this channel and subscribe over there, I might do so depending on how much I enjoy the video. Yeah, we'll take it from there. So guys, link is down below for the original. And you also see a list of channel members. Shout out to channel members. I appreciate you all. Guys, I want to get right into this. So like the vid if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. It all helps out a ton. And without further ado, let's check this thing out.
4, 3, open bill, 2. Malone is doubled. They swat.
The end is the beginning.
Here comes Chicago. Jordan. Open. The Jayhawks of Kansas face the team that's picked to be #1 in the nation, the Tar Heels of North Carolina. For the Carolina Tar Heels, starting his first game ever, Mike Jordan, big starting assignment.
Mike Jordan.
He told me he wanted to be the best player ever at North Carolina. I said, well, you've got to work harder than you did in high school. And he said I'm going to show you nobody will ever outwork me.
What do you think of Mike Jordan?
He really is a good player, and under a lot of pressure today, I thought he performed. He's an extraordinary athlete. He's going to be a great one.
Wilmington, North Carolina, #23.
It's crazy seeing how different the shot was.
So many things have been said about him. That's pretty heavy metal for a youngster of 18 years old. He is talented, and he really is kind of going against the system.
If you put your mind to doing whatever you want to do,
Jordan's open.
good things can happen. If I had any doubts about playing on college level or playing with the big guys, you know, that shot gave me the confidence that I belong where I was.
Bullseye. 15 seconds on the clock. The Superdome is in a frenzy.
Before anything else happened, that shot gave me the idea that I could be better than what people think, and, you know, surpass any expectations that I may have for myself. That's the day that my name went from Mike Jordan to Michael Jordan.
Yep, he earned his
Michael
wings.
Jordan is very determined and very competitive, traits he acquired while playing one-on-one with his brother back in Wilmington.
It was like Cowboys and Indians. We used to get out there every day. I see him out there playing, and I'll be in the house, and then I go out there and play with him. And we get to a situation where it gets so intense that we both want to win, and we do all kinds of things, push, hold, foul, but sometimes we even got in the fights, and that's part of the game.
I came from Wilmington. We had 2 channels, channel ABC, NBC, that was it. I never saw NBA sports at all when I grew up.
Wow.
I got 2 brothers, James and
Larry.
They gave me all I could ever ask for as a brother in terms of competition. My sister, who was 1 year younger than me, she took extra classes to graduate from high school with me, to go to the University of North Carolina with me,
Yep.
and to graduate prior than me.
This is all from his Hall of Fame speech.
You guys sit and ask me where my competition or my competitive nature came from. It came from them.
Mm-hmm.
So they started the fire in me. As I moved on in my career, people added wood to that fire.
And that's the cool thing about his Hall of Fame speech. A lot of people miss it. This is the way he starts it, to say, well, everybody else he calls out when he's calling out, like John Starks, like Russell, Pat Riley, all these guys, like Van Gundy. when he's calling out all these guys, he's actually saying, you were the ones along the way who put an extra log on that fire, but my family started that fire for me.
And are we really supposed to believe that Michael Jordan in high school couldn't get a date, got cut from the varsity team?
It's true. You know, a lot of guys picked on me. The girls they would laugh at that. And right then I was dead. I couldn't get a date with anybody.
Dang.
Was a guy, when I got cut, he made the team on the varsity team. When he made the team and I didn't, I wanted to prove not just to myself, but to the coach. I wanted to make sure you understood you made a mistake, dude.
Yeah.
Coach Smith, the day that he was on the Sports Illustrated and he named 4 starters and he didn't name me, that burned me up because I thought I belonged on that Sports Illustrated. Now, he had his own vision about giving a freshman that exposure, and I totally understand that, but I deserve to be on that Sports Illustrated.
You were there at North Carolina when it all got started. What was that like?
It was very interesting because obviously he wasn't a player that he became, but you saw all of the qualities that you would want in a player that he had and he possessed. But he coupled them and put them all together.
Here comes Carolina, down to Jordan, yes!
Because I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is now, to be honest. I really didn't think that. Michael was kind of like a little bit of a second fiddle.
Jordan's got the jumper.
Yeah, the James Worthy.
What I do remember is playing a lot of times in the summer league, and Michael would always, after the game, stand in the middle of the court while everyone would go get water. He'd be doing that after every game. So one day I just like, Mike, why are you standing in the half court? He's like, because when everybody's off the court, I want to say that I'm still on the court more than anyone. So I was like, okay, let me stand in half court with Michael.
Damn, man.
Jordan just goes up to whatever height he needs.
That's crazy, though. Something like that. He won't go get water. Like, what?
He was
just to make a statement.
He had a desire that was different from everybody else. This may be the best player I've ever seen.
Look at that!
It's beautiful.
Holy cow!
I talked to Coach this morning, and he helped me. I felt that would be better for me to start now.
And now we are ready for the third pick.
The Chicago Bulls pick Michael Jordan.
So Michael Jordan, who right now is in Bloomington getting ready for the upcoming Olympics, and this man is a can't miss.
The kid is just an absolutely great kid.
Michael is the right-hander who's shown you that he can use the left hand. Watch Jordan. Well, he sells some tickets in Chicago. He sells some tickets. I hope to tell you.
And if I were going to pick 3 or 4 best athletes I've ever seen play basketball, he'd be one of them. I think he's the best athlete I've ever seen play basketball, bar none.
Bobby Knight.
The back of the board, Billy.
If I were going to pick people with the best ability I'd ever seen play the game, he'd be one of them. If I were going to pick the best competitors that I'd ever seen play, he'd be one of them. So in the categories of competitiveness, ability, skill, and then athletic ability, he's the best athlete.
Here's the play he created. Look at the hands getting away, Michael.
Bobby Knight said all that before Jordan ever stepped foot on an NBA basketball court.
Jordan is one of the best competitors. He's one of the most skilled players. And that, to me, makes him the best basketball player that I've ever seen play.
I think the Olympic was kind of pre-professional level.
Jordan hangs in midair.
It was fast-paced, it was physical, and that's just the type of NBA game.
Slapped from behind and knocked out of bounds.
Coming on this level is a brand new start for me, and I had to start from the bottom and work my way up. So, I think the hard work is ahead of me, and I'm willing to take on that challenge and go out and play the best I can.
The U.S. has its ninth.
He did a pretty good job, man.
Olympics was a big dream come true for me. A lot of players don't get the chance to represent the United States, and I did, and I was very happy to do that. And I had to get ready for my professional career.
Well, Michael, you've got a great opportunity to step in there and win a city that is crying for a winner. That is a fabulous sports town in Chicago. And with a little help from a fellow named Michael Jordan, perhaps you can turn that Bulls thing around.
And now the noise factor begins to really increase.
Alan Parsons song.
They call him Mr. Jordan in Chicago.
A lot of pressure's been brought to bear on this young man's shoulder.
I can go in and contribute and maybe turn it around. You know, I'm looking forward to that.
I think a lot of people around the NBA are talking about Michael Jordan.
Michael got to realize that he's not 7 foot, so he's not going to carry a team in the NBA.
Yep. That's the narrative, y'all. A lot of people want to contest that one, but there it is. There it is. That's what everyone was saying. Guard can't do it. It's got to be a center.
It takes more than one guy to win games.
I really don't think that in the NBA anymore there's really not any such thing as a one-man team. And I don't think that you can come in expecting one guy to turn the whole thing around.
I think that was Mark Eaton.
And all your media naysayers, scoring champion can't win an NBA title. Or, you're not as good as Magic Johnson, you're not as good as Larry Bird. You're good, but you're not as good as those guys. I had to listen to all this. And that put so much wood on that fire that it kept me each and every day trying to get better as a basketball player. I'm trying to become the best that I can. For someone like me, you look for any kind of messages that people may say or do to get you motivated to play the game of basketball at the highest level.
Can you believe that? Oh, listen to the crowd here.
This is cool that they're throwing in so much from that Hall of Fame speech.
Now everybody is up on their feet.
Because that is when I feel like I excel at my best.
I think he will be a great...
So once again, like I said in the previous video about Steph Curry, if he was in a modern era, he'd be doing exactly what Steph Curry does. Anytime he had doubts or anytime he felt beat up, he would just look at the hate comments all over social media, and then he would just destroy whoever's in front of him.
Addition to the Bulls, and he should draw fans to the game.
And make Chicago again a power, I think. He's such a great influence.
Michael Jordan's caliber will excel under pressure, whereas a lot of athletes will not.
He is supposed to be that Moses to bring them out of the wilderness.
Jordan, there's the slam.
This guy is tough. He's tough.
Listen to this crowd, Michael Jordan. And that's what they came to see today.
I'm sure that one day he should be in the Hall of Fame.
There's a boom. What a jam!
First award honors the new kid on the block, the NBA Rookie of the Year, Michael Jordan.
I've never seen either one of them play. I'm anxious to get to camp to see what happens.
It's going to be a great season. You got your tickets?
By the way, shout out to members. I'm probably I hear a lot of music here, so you know what that means. Thank you guys.
Scottie Pippen was the underrated, underappreciated Robin to Michael's Batman.
I won all these championships, but I didn't win without Scottie Pippen. I would never be able to find another support system, another partner in the game of basketball like Scottie Pippen. Whenever they speak Michael Jordan, they should speak Scottie Pippen.
Yep.
Mission control ready for launch.
Speaking of which, I'm going to give it a quick subscribe. I'm liking what I see so far.
They gave him a 50. They gave Jordan a 50. He defends his championship.
The Bulls have 3 seconds to try a shot and try to win the game.
When we think of Michael Jordan, he's just that competitive fire.
Now, how will Cleveland defend Jordan?
His ability to take over games, his ability to want to have that last shot.
Yeah, you seem like you forgot about all that, though, Scotty.
And the Bulls have won.
Hope you wake up soon.
I believe that every night he stepped on the floor, he put on the cape.
Phil Jackson has been a very integral part of this organization. Welcome, Coach. Let's go win the championship.
Just took, 2 years?
How high can this man fly? Superman faces his toughest test.
We knew how important to the NBA it was to get Michael to go to the next level. And all of a sudden, there was this little team in Detroit who just messed up the whole story.
Oh, I hated him. And yeah, he carries even to this day. They made it personal. They physically beat the shit out of us. Every game that we played against Detroit, we considered a war.
These young kids don't have what it takes.
And Michael Jordan goes down hard.
The game that the Pistons played was rugged, it was tough, it was gritty. And then here comes Michael. Michael is art.
For Piston captain and Chicago native Isaiah Thomas,
beating Jordan and the Bulls was personal.
It affected me because as a kid, I always wanted to play for the Chicago Bulls.
Isaiah was a great star in Chicago, and Michael walks in, just takes Chicago away from him.
Your hometown fans despise you.
The Jordan rule.
Jordan rule?
Yeah, that had to be crazy for Isaiah, though, to be fair. Like, he became the enemy of his hometown crowd because he was with he's with the Pistons, and they're all Bulls fans.
Jordan rules. Is that something you guys made up?
As soon as he steps in the paint, hit him.
When he comes to the basket, he ain't gonna dunk. We're gonna hit you, and you're gonna be on the ground.
How bad do you want it? Are you willing to be injured to score a basket?
Well, the Pistons have moved on.
Yes, he
was. You really got a feel for this man right here.
It's over. The Pistons return to the NBA Finals.
For the Pistons, nothing but another world championship will do.
Back to back.
The pain of losing to Detroit brought a fury into that season that they had not had.
You know, I want to start fighting back.
Nice music change.
But I'm very happy that we went through those because it taught us to understand what winning was all about.
It is a matchup.
Yeah, but when we see the full team being defensive dogs like they are in this first three-peat, I don't think if they would not have struggled against Detroit, they would not have become those junkyard dogs.
Natural. So provocative that basketball fans have argued it for years. Who is the better player, they've asked. But of course, there's been no answer. Until now.
See, we got this. What we got robbed of the next generation was not getting to see LeBron versus Kobe. Like that was just wrong. That it just didn't happen. But we got lucky with this one.
Where fantasy meets reality.
MJ versus MJ on the big stage.
Michael versus Magic, with the game's biggest prize at stake.
Air versus Magic.
The NBA is a league of stars, and none shine brighter than Michael Jordan.
Even though they may have that experience, they have that hunger.
John Paxson, who ripped this game open.
He trusts his teammate to make the shot.
Exactly what Phil was trying to get Michael to understand. Hey, these other guys can help you out.
Paxson. Yes. John Paxson again. And the Chicago Bulls have won their first ever NBA
Michael Jordan for president.
People ask me, can I fly? Do I like to fly? Well, I think as a team, we've shown people that we can fly.
Look, that's what I love about him. He took something directed at him, and then instead he flips it to compliment his whole team. That's my dog.
Tonight begins the
That's how you lead, man.
1992 NBA Finals.
We're all in together.
Bulls, the Portland Trailblazers, the two best teams in the NBA.
All eyes will be focused on the matchup of Drexler and Jordan.
Yeah, here we go.
Wasn't a threat. But me being compared to him, I took offense to that.
The two best in the game, but I'm not getting into a war of words with Mike.
Michael didn't want anybody to have nothing over him.
Yeah. Like I always say, Jordan beat Magic at his own game in the first finals. Then he beat Clyde at his own game in the second finals. Third finals, he just became God. Like second form of Jordan against the damn Suns.
He said, you know what's going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to give it to this dude.
Yeah, I think Magic said they were playing cards the night before. Game one.
And every time he hit a three, he glanced over at me. And he was like, I'm killing this dude.
It just let us know that, hey, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling good. It's my game.
Based on where I was playing at that time, it wasn't.
By the way, tell me if I'm wrong. This clip, hold on.
It's my game.
This clip right here was in the intro of NBA Jam, wasn't it? This. Like right there. Am I
Based
tripping?
on
It's been
the
a
way I
long
was
time.
playing at that time, it wasn't even close.
If you turn your head for a second, Jordan will back cut you, go to the rim. It's just a matter of lobbing the thing up on top.
And here's Paxson. John Paxson.
Pippen shows him, this is the way to the basket, big guy.
The Chicago Bulls have won the NBA championship for the second straight season.
Portland, man, they lost to what? Detroit 2 years prior to this. So 1990, I believe it was, the 90 finals. They lost to Detroit. 2 years later to get back to the finals, lose to the Bulls. Portland never got their redemption. Clyde did with Houston, but not Portland.
In 1992, for the first time, a team of mostly NBA players will defend America's Olympic pride.
Both other countries were using pros, playing against 18, 19-year-old kids. That is really unfair.
There's a lot of egos in one gym and on one team. Everybody wanted their form to shine. We wanted to showcase to the fans who would be representing them.
Patrick Johnson and Oranga shaking hands.
The Cuban team spontaneously drops to its knees as if 12 popes had come by on Easter Sunday. At that point, the idea that this is merely a basketball game has been ripped asunder.
It was a surreal feeling. You're like, dude, we're here to kick y'all behind. And they want to take pictures with you.
I kept thinking that the attention would dissipate. They're going to play the first game. They're going to win by 60. People are going to go back and watch Trek.
Yeah. Nope.
It didn't. It kept building and building and building.
Yeah, I mean, even at home, me and my brother made sure we recorded every single game, every single Dream Team game. Didn't matter if they won by 40 or 60. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a team like this.
Workers were trying to get autographs. The security people were trying to get autographs. All the athletes were standing on side like a parade.
Incredible skill, and it was just such a pleasure to watch.
People perceived us as being superheroes.
The guy on the bench is taking pictures.
Guys played the best basketball you've ever seen in your life. It was literally like great poetry or great art.
At times you feel you're watching a performance, a concert, rather than a basketball competition.
Including everybody. We did it as a true team.
The U.S. has a differential 107 to 85.
That's so funny.
In Barcelona.
I will say this one thing about Michael Jordan. I've been around other celebrities in my life. I've never seen people react like they do to him. People go crazy when they see him.
In every corner of the world, there was someone who just wanted to see him.
It's Michael Jordan!
No one had the sort of pull, the gravity that Michael Jordan had.
And if you guys want to know, after he retired for the final time, why he kind of disappeared from, he tried to stay low-key as possible, this is why, dude. Too much attention constantly.
Larry and I were talking, and Michael walks in, and he says, "There's a new sheriff in town."
One of the most elusive accomplishments in all of sports.
Here we go, 93
The
Suns.
two hard-won championship banners.
All I got to say is 41 points per game. Jordan needed to score every single one of those to accomplish what he accomplished. Well played, MJ. Well played.
Testament to their determination and resolve, the Bulls prepared to be different. The 1993 season was the culmination of a 3-year odyssey and a personal journey to their place in history.
We were very determined because if there's anybody you want to beat, it's Michael Jordan.
And Charles was the MVP that year.
I was a little bit upset that I didn't get the MVP that year.
you can have that. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah, I'll get the finals MVP.
And that motivated me to attack. I played as well as I could play.
Yeah, that's the thing. The Suns did not let us down.
And Michael just outplayed me.
Yeah, Michael was just better.
Michael had that ability where he was not going to let them lose.
Like, we did not choke. The Suns did everything they were supposed to do. We just could not stop MJ.
A three-pointer. The only points in the fourth quarter by a bull aside from Jordan. A three-point shot by John by a bull aside from.
Man. Yeah. 90s ball was different. You see that black guy? I don't know if he got elbowed or punched in the face or what happened to Danny Ainge here.
Jordan. A three-point shot by John Paxson, the game winner for Chicago Bulls. And 3 straight NBA championships.
I have no problem
I'll never forget
losing
that
to
game.
Michael. Losing to Michael, there's no shame in that. Sports are like a gunfight. And we lost to the fastest gun.
How unlucky you got to be as Charles Barkley. The one time you make it to the NBA Finals, you go against peak Michael Jordan. How unlucky can you be?
I am now joined by James Jordan, father of Michael. So for all the parents out there, was there one point when you thought that Michael was going to be as great a player as he is?
No, there was no way you could tell. You know, I always thought Michael would play baseball. Of course, he had that year that he grew so much, and it's just been a joy watching him develop into the player that the world can see today.
All right, hopefully we can watch him all the way through the playoffs.
I hope so. If he do, I'll be right there. I'll be his #1 fan all the way through.
Oh, right, man.
James.
James
good guy.
Jordan, the father of Bulls superstar Michael Jordan, has not been seen for 3 weeks.
Well, you know what? That's the perfect part, because I was going to wait for 22 minutes. We're right there. Since that's going to cover the first half of his career, we might as well stop right there. And I will pick this up. Sorry, I was finding the right spot. I'll pick this up tonight for the After Dark, and we'll finish it up. Great documentary so far. Excuse me. This is one of those, like, okay. I think this is built by a human. It sucks being in 2025. We always have to guess. I think this is made and constructed by a human, but it's using an AI narrator with that deep voice. So I'm still enjoying this one. Hopefully you guys are too. I went ahead and subscribed to the channel because I'm enjoying this one. And if you guys want to do it, the link is down below in the description, okay? I will see you tonight for the second half of this. And guys, stick your comments down below. And we'll have a good conversation like we always do, okay? Like the vid if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Hit that bell if you want to get notified for tonight's drop. And hit that subscribe plus if you want to support the channel. I appreciate you all hanging out with me and having a good time. And I'll see you tonight, okay? Everyone, be water, my friends.